acid brat! Look what you've done! I'm melting! Melting! Oh, what a world! What a world! Who would have thought a good little girl like you could destroy my beautiful wickedness?
She's dead. You killed her.
I didn't mean to kill her. Really, I didn't.
Hail to Dorothy! The wicked witch is dead!
Hail! Hail to Dorothy! The wicked witch is dead!
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Wake Up Report. Two things. Number one, Ding Dong, the witch is finally dead, on Twitter at least. And number two, a 14-year-old girl did what so many of us wanted to do but just could not do, and that was to shut up one of the most foul-mouthed, ignorant, belligerent, venom-spewing internet trolls and overall embarrassment to black women everywhere, Miss Azealia Banks. Now, apparently how all this mess got started was that Miss Banks called out Zayn Malik. According to her, he had appropriated some of the looks in a few of her music videos, and I guess she did not appreciate that. But if you follow that logic, that would mean that pretty much most of the white girls in the United States of America, as well as a lot of horses who are missing their tails, should be able to call you out for appropriating their long hair so you could tie it on your head. Once Mr. Malik got wind of the tweet, he kind of tweeted back his own response, and what people are calling, like, I don't know, subtweets, or I don't know, I guess a backhanded way of addressing someone. And I mean, if you're going to address somebody, just talk to him, man. All this subtweets and backhanded tweets or whatever. But anyway, so what he did was he tweeted a couple of responses to Miss Banks. After that, tweeting Azealia Banks and expecting not to get a bunch of venom thrown back in your direction is kind of like giving a book of matches to an arsonist and not expecting something to get burned to the ground. Miss Banks went absolutely in on Mr. Malik, and I mean calling him all kinds of faggots, niggas, sand niggas, Harry Curry scented bitch, Punjab, the United States is gonna bomb your family, I guess, trying to infer that his family were terrorists. Man, I mean just one of the most hate-filled, absolutely disgusting attacks on somebody's ethnicity, on somebody's character. And you gotta know, if a white person, a white male specifically, if somebody white said all of the things about a black person that Miss Banks said about this young man and that she has said about other people, I mean, you would be absolutely you'd be running that person out of town. You know, this double standard where black people get to talk all this racist crap about other people, and we get all bent out of shape when somebody talks about us. But after that, Skai Jackson, who she's I guess a well-known actress. She acts with the Disney Channel. She's done shows for the Disney Channel, and she started out as a model and everything. So real nice young lady, a little gorgeous little young lady. She tweeted that Miss Banks needs to simmer down a little bit, and after she tweeted that, Miss Banks goes in on a 14-year-old girl, proceeding to tell this 14-year-old girl that she needs to grow some hips and get her menzies on, to stay in a child's place. That was the tamest of them. But I mean, she went on to suggest, well, she attacked this girl's career, saying that she didn't have one. She attacked this girl's mother, saying that she's going to be up in the Disney offices sucking the corporate dick or something like that to have this girl get jobs in the future because her career isn't going to amount to anything. And I mean, just venom. This girl is absolute venom. Miss Jackson tweeted back that this is one of many, but when a no-hip having 14-year-old has more class than you, worry about your career. Get one. And that was the tamest of them, because after that, this young lady proceeded to just lob hand grenades at Miss Banks, and she absolutely eviscerated her on Twitter. I mean, what is that old KRS-One, My Philosophy? Azealia Banks jumped up and got beat down, broken down to her very last compound. I mean, this young lady just absolutely took her to pieces, put her back together, and then tore her down again to make sure she got the job done right the first time. She absolutely embarrassed Azealia Banks, and she tried to hang in there. You know, it's kind of like a fighter trying to stick in there when they know that they're beaten. They're going to get some more swings in, but it just did not work. This young lady absolutely torched her on the internet. Then her mother got in on the action, as you know, because if her baby gonna kick her and put her down, I'm gonna finish the job and make sure you don't get up. So she went in on Azealia Banks as well, and I you know, between the two of them, man, just absolutely wrecked this woman. So she lost that battle, but the biggest of the damage would come when she lost the war with Twitter, because apparently Twitter has had enough of Azealia Banks and her foul mouth, her bigoted, racist rhetoric, and they shut that account down. Finally, this was the straw that broke the camel's back. Twitter effectively end of lifed Azealia Banks. Now, it didn't just stop with Twitter, because the ripple effect has apparently had a negative effect on Miss Banks's touring schedule, because she has been dropped by several promoters that she was scheduled to perform at, because, you know, how do you stand in front of an audience, which I am going to I'm gonna stretch and say that the majority of the people that you perform in front of are probably white people. How do you stand in front of them after spewing all that racist venom? I mean, really, after you spewing all the stuff that you say about white people in general. Now, Miss Banks did issue an apology a day or so later. You'd think you'd learn after the Sarah Palin thing, which by virtue of you saying the things that you said about Sarah Palin, and I don't know if she's going to sue her or not. She threatened to sue her, but you're right back where you started from. So this apology is not because you mean it. It's because it is affecting your money now. No sincerity in it whatsoever, but in predictable race card playing fashion, Miss Banks, because she got suspended from Twitter, is now going to blame white supremacy and trying to silence her voice as a black woman, and trying to silence the fact that she stuck up for black men, black manhood, when she had called out Zion Malik. Would you please shut the F up, Azealia Banks? As a black man, I don't need you to speak for me in the least, and I'm quite sure most of the brothers that are listening to this feel the same way. I don't need a self-hating, self-eviscerating, belligerent, foul-mouthed internet troll, especially since you have made it abundantly clear that you do not like black men. And I want to say this, and it's not just for Azealia Banks, because there are a lot of black people who play the same crap. And that's this. If you have a white boyfriend or a white girlfriend, you have a white husband or a white wife, will you please stop blaming racism and always saying everything's got something to do with racism and racist white people? You are the epitome of the fact that racism is not the factor in a lot of things, by virtue of you having a white boyfriend or a white girlfriend or a white husband or a white wife. So don't holler about racist this. You're not qualified anymore. Well, white people this and white people that and white people this, but you sleeping with white people, and you dating white people, and you marrying white people. What I don't understand is, why is it that you are attracted to and go with and marry the very thing that you deem to be so racist, so hideous, and so evil? It doesn't make any sense. It's total hypocrisy. Have who you're dating. If it's a white person or an Asian person or a Latino person or something like that, you know, if you're black or if you're white and the person's Asian, if you're Latino, the person's white, whatever it is, have the person that you're with be a reflection of the fact that you are a citizen of the world and you're moving past racist ideology and you're moving on towards a more productive and positive future, as opposed to blaming the very thing that you sleeping with. How you in bed with your boyfriend or your girlfriend, and you black and they white, and you just hitting it. You just hitting it. You're just an evil. You're evil son of a bitch. You're evil, but this is some good ass coach. You're an evil son of a, you know, come on, that make us just stupid. And number two, for you, Miss Banks, okay, since you seem to think that white supremacy is affecting you and white supremacy is preventing you from getting on Twitter so you can spew your black venom. Your boyfriends are white. Your managers are white. Your record company is run by whites. Everybody that handles you is white. Every magazine that you've posed for is white. So every single person who is connected to you and your career is white. White. There were a couple of Asians right there too, but white, mostly white. I don't understand how white supremacy is keeping you down in any way, shape, or form. It seems to me that white supremacy ain't treating you so bad that it is preventing you from putting that white dick in your mouth when you choose to. And I wouldn't put it past the fact that somebody white, your managers, your handlers, they are probably telling you to say all this stuff because it helps generate controversy, and controversy always helps with ticket and record sales. Azealia Banks, you are officially an agent. You are an agent, an enemy to black people. You are an enemy to yourself. And I only hope that one day you wake up in the morning, look in the mirror and say, you know something? I've really hit rock bottom when I'm getting eviscerated by a 14-year-old girl on the internet that I should be a mentor and a role model to. Even Miss Jackson has had the absolute common sense to know and tweet that you are an embarrassment to black women everywhere. So thumbs way up to this young lady. This is, I hope, what the future is going to be for black girls. And for all you black girls out there, there's a role model, Miss Jackson, that you need to follow. Follow that. Don't follow this agent troll. Skai Jackson, you are my hero. You are everybody's hero. And thank you for doing what nobody else could do, which is to absolutely dismantle this loudmouth hood rat. Twitter has become a better place for all of us who use it. But now she's Instagram's problem. This is KTM in the Wake Up Report saying think a little bit. It will do wonders for you.